Good morning, everybody. It is 5:40. Sun's starting to come up over the trees. Rained its butt off last night. We had some good thunderstorms and lightning, whole 9 yards last night. Tent did good. Got about that much water all the way around the edge where it kind of splattered in, because the tent doesn't come all the way to the ground, so there's a little gap all the way around the tent. I got a little bit of splatter water, but nothing actually came in. The tent stayed dry all night. Waterproofing worked good. Didn't have that up. That was closed off. My solar light worked good all night. Both of them, actually. That little solar lantern, I've had that for years. I think it still works great. The new one, it worked all night, so that did okay. Had a massive tree fall last night. It sounded like it was landing right here, but it was over there. The sun comes up, we might go look at it. It's big. I saw it with my flashlight. Looks like it's going to be clear skies today, or this morning at least. Chance of rain every day this week, so see how that works out. I did bring a rain jacket. I'm not going to do any more fishing today. I think I'm going to walk up the road. There's a mine back there. I actually filmed it in another video, but it got edited out. So I was trying to shorten the video, so I edited that part out. So we'll go look at that. Still getting a lot of water coming down from the trees that's stuck up in the leaves. So I get hit every now and then. Might have some company at some point today. See how that works out. Let's pull the crawdad trap out and cook that up. See how that works out. Don't know how many I got in there. Probably a couple of handfuls. 10 maybe. Right now. Hopefully they just keep accumulating all day long. Once the sun comes up, I'll go take the lights and put them on the seat of the bike so the sun can hit them and charge them back up for tonight. So my batteries stay going. Burned through one GoPro battery and about half of my phone. Because once I realized I got a little bit of service out here, I texted my wife, let her know everything was okay. And then now I'm just bombarded with texts. So I probably should put it in airplane mode while I'm out here, but she wants to stay in touch with me. I need to get one of those little Garmin Instinct or InReach things. That'd probably be handy to have. I think Mud's got one. He's used it quite a bit when we're out here. I might end up having to buy one of those. Wouldn't be a bad idea. No sign of the big bear. It didn't show up. No footprints or anything around in the mud around my tent, so nothing came in my perimeter. Nothing set off the flashbang and woke me up in the middle of the night, which is good. So let's let the sun come up. I'm going to drink my coffee and we'll go mess around and do something. Well, I cleaned out the crawfish trap and I caught 4, which stinks because last night when I checked it with my flashlight, I had 8 in there, so 4 of them have gotten out. So I filmed all of that, but GoPro, once again, I don't know what the deal is. For some reason, sometimes when you turn it on, hook up your microphones and everything, and record a segment, like of me getting the crawfish trap out and putting them all in the pan, it comes out with no audio. I don't know if this is going to have audio on it until I check it. It really ticks me off. GoPro really needs to step that up, because between the 360 camera, or the 360 1R, and the GoPro, the 1R is more reliable, but the audio isn't as good as the GoPro when the GoPro actually works. So it's kind of a mixed bag. Do I record with poor audio, or do I record with good audio and have the possibility of having to redo something or explain it just like I'm doing right now? Also in that segment that we didn't get audio for, I tested out this little noise maker right here. And I've determined that this one isn't as good as the flashbang because it takes a lot more effort to set this off. I mean, something's gonna, if somebody walks through here, you can see how much pressure I'm putting on it now. It takes a lot of pressure to set this thing off. So I think it takes too much pressure to set that one off. Somebody's going to know that they're tripping it before they put enough pressure on it to actually trip it. So I think I might rewire this, take that one down, and just run the flashbang here. I think that's the better setup. Then it'll scare the snot out of somebody. So I've moved the crab pot, or the crawfish pot, way upstream. So I figured I've done this area, and the bait smell is going to go downstream. So I'm attracting them from downstream. So I've moved way upstream so I can target this area on. And hopefully I can check it a couple times today and get a few more. I really need about 20. I've only got 4, which stinks. Because like last night I counted 8 in the trap, and so I was like, wow, we're doing great. If I can get 20, that's awesome. But now I'm down to 4. So hopefully we have a little better luck bringing them in next time. I'm not real sure how this is going to turn out visually because action cameras don't capture things in the distance very well. Right past me, if you can see up there, you can see a large dead limb way, off in the distance there. It's kind of a brighter color than everything else. That, and it's about this big around, that broke off and fell last night. And it was loud. It sounded like it was landing right here, but it wasn't. There's a huge tree down over here, and that thing's about 5 foot in diameter. That's a big ass tree. The soil here is kind of like the Amazon in South America, where it's really rocky, and so the tree roots can't grow down, they tend to grow out. And so when they get too big, they just end up falling over. It's not as bad here in South America, but it still happens, and it kind of reminds me of that. Usually when things fall here, they're dead. And so when you set up your tent and everything, you have to look above you, looking for dead branches and trees and things like that, things that could come down on you in the middle of the night. Those are called widow makers. So I'm good to go. I don't have anything above me, but if I'd have been over there last night, yeah, that would have crushed me. So another thing to look out for out here. Everything trying to get you. All right, we are going to go for a walk and see if we can find this old mine shaft up here. But before I leave, I've moved my table into the doorway. And I'm going to set up this. This is a motion activated alarm. It should go off if anything comes near the opening of my tent. So I turn it on, set it down, and I've got 30 seconds to get away from it. We'll walk away, let it arm. We'll let that arm, and then we'll go around the corner and see if it goes off when we get close to it. So it should take about 30 seconds or so for it to arm. Camera's been on for 50 seconds, so we'll give it about 10 more seconds. All right, let's see if it works. Okay, it works. We'll shut her down, rearm it, and let's hit the road. So there's a sign saying that little stream is a stock trout stream. But to me it just seems too small to allow any habitation for good-sized trout. That's why I have to go to that other one, because it's a much bigger, it's a river, it's not really a stream. This is more of a stream fed from a spring up there. This is a lot of fun trying to walk with this tripod. I should have brought my selfie stick. But I didn't, so let's continue on. Well, the raspberries aren't quite ripe yet. This whole road is just lined with them. So, pretty cool stuff. Yeah, about another month or so, there'll be just raspberries all over this. Probably bears looking for them. But as I'm walking up the creek, because it just runs by the road, I'm keeping an eye out for deeper pools where I can come and throw the trap in. Because now we're in kind of a crunch. Got to catch as many as I can today, so we can have our little boil tonight. Well, hopefully we're getting close. Oh, there's a truck. Forestry Service. Should have stopped and interrogated him about all these gates being closed. Hopefully I'll be able to see this mine from the road. The last time I was here and I found it, it was in the winter time, so all this foliage wasn't up, so I don't know if I'll find it or not. It's up against this hillside here somewhere. We'll look for it and see if we can find it. All right, this doesn't look like the right place. This doesn't look familiar, but like I said, it was winter time last time I found it. I believe that's it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Over there. Big hole in the side of the mountain. So let's walk over there and take a look inside. It's gated off. We can't go in. But hopefully I can shine my flashlight in there and you guys can see it. Alright, so I made it across the creek without breaking the neck. A little slippery. Here it is. Hopefully the camera will pick all this up because you can actually see what they were mining for on the sides. I don't know if I'll be able to adjust the ISO enough. Can't really see a whole lot in there. But it goes back about 30 feet or so, then drops straight down. See if you can see this stuff here on the sides of the wall. It looks like fool's gold or something. Yeah, I believe this was a saltpeter mine. That's one of the ingredients for black powder, I believe. So, like in the colonial days and up to about the Civil War, they'd have been mining here to make ammunition. So I guess about the time cartridge rounds came out, this became obsolete and it's just gated off. Now it's a habitat for bats. All right, we're far enough away from camp. Let's head back and make sure everything's still okay down there. Alright, trap is set again. I have to check it every couple hours now, I guess. Crawfish aren't very big here. I've lived here for about 15 years now. I've lived upstate New York, I've lived in the Midwest, California. And I have to say, the further south I go, the smaller the animals get. Like deer are smaller down here as compared to like the Midwest or New York. Squirrels are small. People around here go squirrel hunting. And I'm like, yeah, you're shooting babies. So I'm used to, you know, big squirrels. And so I guess even the crawfish are small here. I'm used to, you know, good sized ones. These are all, and the biggest one I got is pretty small. So I need a lot of them. I guess ideally I need probably like 3 or 4 traps to like run up and down this creek. So if I get like 4 every time, you know, then I've got 16, 20, depending on how many traps I'd set out. But I wanted to try it in the sense of moto camping. You know, how many crawfish pots am I going to carry, you know, on a motorcycle? So I just bought the one. It was like $10 off Amazon. Like I said, I don't have a dog, so I can't use dog food for bait. We've got a cat, so I stole some of her cat food. So let's see if we can get a few more and hopefully have a decent meal tonight. Let's get back to camp. Well, it is absolutely pouring down rain. I left the awning up just to see how it's going to handle it. Well, hopefully this don't last too long. Well, it's raining again. It is pouring down. So I guess we'll see how this tent does in the rain. This is not going to let up. Well, it is 5 o'clock. Still raining on and off a little bit. Jeremy has not shown up. So that kind of throws a monkey wrench in some things. Because he's got the rest of the ingredients for the crawfish boil. So I can't cook just what I have by itself. It won't work out. So I'm going to have to cook something else to eat for dinner. I did bring some backup food. And I'm just going to have to let these guys go, I guess. So all my crawfishing was for naught. But I know I can catch them, though. Next time I'll have to make sure I bring everything myself. So let's let these guys go and turn them back into the wild. All right, little crawfish, get out of here. You guys are free. Where are you going? Coming after my foot. Water's the other way. Scoot. Scoot, 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 scoot. Get back in the water. You're free, go home. Fly, be free. You too, get in there. I had quite a few of them. Go, guys, go. Well, so much for that. Jeremy finally showed up and brought the shrimp right after I let the crawfish go. So we only get part of our boil. And he didn't stay. He's afraid to get wet. There's more rain coming. But I'm going to tough it out. Keep on trucking. So I've got shrimp and butter. No crawdads. Hopefully these are pretty good. Hey, those hit the spot. I boiled them up with a mixture of Old Bay and Slap Your Mama. So they got a little kick to them. But that's fine with me. Guys telling them, the rain sucks, but I'm kind of used to it. said the whole time I was in the Army, if I was out in this, I just had to live in it. And I had less accommodations than what I got now. So this is like luxury. And I got shrimp instead of MREs. Tomorrow I got somebody coming out. And he's supposed to be bringing steaks. I'll be eating better out here than I do at home. Don't tell my wife I said that. Well, my company for the evening didn't stay, so I'm here by myself again. Probably going to rain most of the night, on and off. It should be done by tomorrow morning, so hopefully we can start drying everything out. I got to clean things up. I've got mud splattered all over everything where the rain has hit it. So I've got kind of a mess to clean up. Hopefully tomorrow ends up being a better day. So what did we do today? We went and saw a mine. Caught a bunch of crawfish. Didn't get to eat them, but we saw them. That stinks too, because I just turned them loose when I walked back to camp from down at the creek, letting them go. When I walked back up here, he was pulling in. So, I mean, it was like 2 minutes. He was 2 minutes late. It's been one of those days. So hopefully I don't get drenched. My little trench over here, hopefully that keeps all the water out from under my tent. Hopefully I'll have an uneventful night. And I will catch you guys in the morning. See you then.